He's here. Do it now.
Hello again to all, and welcome back into the channel for this week's review of Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 6. One world, one people. So I hope that what I'm about to say is received in the best way possible, and that you don't misinterpret the intent behind it. I mean, hell, the fact that I really don't get a lot of views on this particular show should be an indication that it's definitely not about some kind of vainglory or anything like that. But given everything that has transpired within the Black diaspora, especially with the advent of social media, the fact that Marvel has at least in part attempted to have a conversation about race, because in truth, the media tends to pull us in many different directions when it comes to this topic. But I believe most people, despite what the popular narrative is, are quite intelligent and in the know. And I honestly do believe, or at least have observed, most are informed about our history in America. But like always, when I see content such as this, and now what has been deemed Captain America and the Winter Soldier, it does bring to mind one question, that is, will this change anything? And this question is not set forward in a pessimistic tone, but rather a realistic one rooted in the present hallway of echoing moments, projected onto the walls and ceilings showing America's horrors in vivid detail of lynching, mutilation, and riot retaliation, as well as the heights of the civil rights marches, including the involvement of more men and women of color holding higher positions in office, and not to mention the juxtaposition of that fact sitting right next to the modern day lynching by police, at least as the media would have you believe. So I reference all of that to say, when it comes to the conversation had by Sam and the GRC committee, one thing that is being mirrored is a lack of meaningful conversation, not the usual run-of-the-mill politicized or politically charged dialogue that is filled to the brim with narratives that just spews forth from most pundits on TV. Likewise, I think that Karli Morgenthau was meant to represent that angst of a misguided youth being unwillingly pulled along in a proverbial tug-of-war between the left and the right, which leads to offering no proper solution to that unique need. Her fight is one that represents or mirrors the needs of the people, no matter how contrived or forced that message might come across. And also, there could be a whole discussion made just about the impact of the decision to bring everyone back after a 5-year void. Now, Zemo, on the other hand, who has seen how those with power abuse it, is dead set on erasing it. Therefore, it represents a more mature approach to this dilemma, opposite of Karli Morgenthau's. And while Karli feels enraged about her displacement and lack of care from the government, leading her to take drastic measures, Zemo, having lost his entire family, does not view the serum as a means to an end, but rather a representation of the root of the problem. If only she had been able to study up on Zemo's prior body of work. Now, Sharon Carter and John Walker represent those who have been cast aside by the government and viewing people as being expendable. It really kind of showcases what Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has been highlighting for years now, that the allies America abandons becomes their greatest enemy, or in John Walker's case, a liability. And finally, Sam and Bucky have completed their personal chapter in the age-old buddy cop trope, as the two end this series more so as companions, as opposed to being just mere partners. And just like the boat analogy, their friendship, although a bit broke at times, was able to be fixed good as new, although it was a team effort. And now, since the two have effectively become what Steve Rogers was to both of them, I look forward to seeing how Bucky continues on his path to redemption, and also seeing how Sam fulfills that new role as the new Cap. But will they ever show him going to the Sokovia Monument? Well, that just about does it. Stay tuned in the content meta for more of your Marvel reviews. And yes, I said this was going to come out on Saturday, but I just want to take a little time due to the subject matter. Be on the lookout for the new Black Lightning review, which will drop tomorrow. And we have some exciting new things that will debut within Thursday and Friday. Thanks so much for watching, and until then, see you then.